Alright, guys. Look at this. I forgot, like, one of the most important parts. Almost forgot it again. Sorry for those of you who heard me moving the mic, but sometimes I like to stream and forget that I even have a mic. So here's the thing, guys. Before we start, I want to ask a few things from you guys. One, I want you guys to hit that like button down below, okay? And two, if you like anime or gaming videos, hit that subscribe button, please. I promise you, I play a lot of different types of games. It's not just Call of Duty. It's not just Clash of Clans. I just play whatever I feel like in the moment, which is why I like doing YouTube, because I get to just play what I like to play, and then you guys can tell me new games, and I can play them and things like that, because that's really all I like. I just like playing games and watching anime. So, but I do want to explain a couple things. One, why is Sunday night anime happening on a Monday? What? Here's why. Very simple. The reason is your boy done goofed. I recorded a bunch of Call of Duty videos, like ahead of time, because I was like, you know what, let me record all this ahead of time because Pokemon's about to come out, and when Pokemon comes out, I want to be able to play it. But I also want to record it and put it out for you guys. So I'm like, I know I'm gonna want to play Pokemon more than I'm gonna want to play Call of Duty because I just beat the campaign mode. So I was like, I know I'm gonna want to play Pokemon more than Call of Duty. So I want to have Call of Duty like completed. That way I don't have to worry about, oh man, let me not play Pokemon this day and play Call of Duty. So I just recorded a bunch ahead of time. And then I done goofed. I recorded all of it with, I guess I was using my laptop audio or my laptop mic instead of my Blue Snowball. So it just was trash, like really bad quality audio. So I was like, I'm good. I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to feed them bad content. So now I have to re-record all that again. Which kind of sucks because, it's not like me playing for the first time like it was when I did it the first time. Now it's like me going back and just playing it, which is okay, but it's just not as like I was. Some of the stuff that happened in those episodes were kind of funny because I got surprised by something, and now I'm not gonna be surprised by it. So, but it's okay. It's not gonna be too bad, and it's just one of those things where like, in order to because I messed that up, I had to push this to Monday so I can do a Clash of Clans video tomorrow, and then have time to record and edit a video tomorrow, all while doing some. I have to go do laundry too, which really doesn't have anything to do with you guys, but that means I'm gonna get home super late, so I'm gonna not sleep at all. But it's okay, you don't need sleep if you wanna do something in life, right? So yeah, it's whatever. But here's the thing, guys. Oh, I probably shouldn't have put that in my mouth, right? Since I'm over here streaming, I'm here eating goldfish. I don't know about you guys, but goldfish is my favorite candy of all time. And you don't believe me? I got a whole fish bowl full of them, or it was full of them. Here's the thing, guys. We're gonna talk about anime now because that's what you guys are here for. And we're gonna start off by, I try and do this like beforehand before I watch my anime. What I like to do when I watch anime is I like to not watch anime throughout the week. Watch them all on Saturday, or watch them all on Sunday, or watch them all on Friday, something like that. Like watch them all at the same time. I don't know why, I just like it better like that. And then what I'll do is I'll pick the one that I think is gonna be the worst, and then keep going down until I see the one that's gonna be the best, right? So now that you guys know that, you know that I thought Black Clover was gonna be the worst, right? Because we're gonna talk about it first, because it's the same way. I write my notes the same way that I watch the anime. So I thought Black Clover was going to be the worst, and it turns out it wasn't the worst. But, let's just, it wasn't bad, it wasn't good, right? It was like average. So, let's start off with the fact that Nazo, who everybody thought was bad, Nazo, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but Noel's brother, Nazo, Nazo Silva. Everybody thought he was a rude, like horrible person, and then it turns out that he's not. He's like the dollar brand version of Itachi, right? Like Itachi did all this stuff to Sasuke, and at the end we liked him. Nazo did all this stuff to Noel, and at the end I don't feel good or bad about it, to be honest. He kind of just said, I did it all to protect you, I promise you just reminded me so much of our mother. I didn't want to lose you too. And it was just like there was no build up to that. Like it was just like random, like came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like I kind of saw it in the beginning where he was kind of like accepting her, but I thought that it was just more like, okay, you're strong now, I can accept you. There was no lead to the fact that he actually liked her, so it made that scene kind of pointless, and to me it didn't really mean much. I'm sure it was supposed to mean something, because after that they went into like, showing these sad little moments and blah 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 and da da da, and I don't know if that was just like set up for the fact that Noel learned a new spell, which is the Valkyrie armor, which is super cool. So I'm thinking that that was just set up for that, right? Like, oh, you're so close to my mom, that's why I didn't want to lose you. And then she uses her new Valkyrie armor, which is basically what her mom's most powerful spell was, except with Mercury, right? I'm not gonna eat another goldfish. I'm just gonna do the stream, okay? I'm just gonna do the stream. But yeah, so that whole thing with to me was like, yeah, I get it, but not really something like I don't know. It just didn't mean anything to me at all, to be honest with you. I don't know. What do you guys think about it? To me, I feel like that was kind of random and out of nowhere. There was no build up for it, so it didn't hit me as much. But I will say this: the best part about the entire episode was the fact that Noelle got that new move or that new spell and was using it really, really well. Like she was, for somebody who can't control any magical spell, she used a spell that literally her explanation for the spell was like, I'm controlling everything around me. How do you go from not being able to control anything to being to control everything around you? I mean, don't get me wrong, she's been training, right? Obviously. So we all know that it's not like she just randomly came up with this. It's not an ass pull. It's like she was training a lot. So yeah, it makes sense that she's strong, but it just came at like I was looking at it like, what? That's you guys' explanation? That she's controlling everything, including the mana around her? Not even just her mana, but the mana around her? What? But either way, it was really cool. And the way, I'm sorry, I gotta take one. And the way that she was like sitting here and like fighting with it and just flying around, even like she even learned how to fly. I was like, whoa, like now she's on par. Not on par, but she's like the Sakura of this anime. You know what I mean? It's funny because she's literally like the Sakura of this anime. Um, so yeah, but that was really like the best part. After that, they went into like using trap spells. Like I forgot the guy's name, but the guy who uses trap spells, like he came over, helped him out because she beat the person, and then 8 more people came. How unlucky can you get where you just beat somebody, you almost died, you beat them, and then 8 more people just as strong come, and they're like, all right, now we gotta take care of you. But yeah, they ended up the guy who uses trap spells and then come and stuff came over and saved them. They were using it as support, which is really cool. I thought that was a really unique way of using trap spells, which is like they weren't even attacking the people; they were attacking where they can see the trap spells because he used a spell that lets them see where the traps are. And then it would bounce off the traps and hit the people like twice as hard as the original attack. So it was cool. It was unique. But besides that, like the best part, the highlight of the whole episode was the fact that Noelle used that new spell. And not gonna lie, this was a better episode of Black Clover. And the thing that I complain about the most, they didn't do it, right? They didn't sit there and make these fights like Pokemon level fights where they're sitting here like, I'm gonna attack you, now I'm gonna attack you, now I'm gonna attack you, now I'm gonna attack you. It was really well thought out, a lot of explaining in the fights, like why this is working, how this works, not just like boom, 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 boom. And the fact that it was a new move made it even more exciting. Because, like, for example, Yami uses the same move every single time. It's like, okay, what's next, bro? What is next? Yeah, but I'm not here to complain. This episode was good. I thought it was going to be not too, I didn't think it was going to be good at all. Because I thought it was going to be more the same-ish where, like, you know how, like, Asta and Yuno aren't there yet. So it's like, I thought it was just going to be another episode of them trying to get there. You know what I mean? Like, just stopping at a random village, doing some random stuff, and then keeping going. Like, I was there, like, come on, bro, what's going on? But it's okay because they didn't do that, and it was interesting. So, I give them their props for that. the next anime that we're gonna be talking about, My Hero Academia. Now, I had high hopes for My Hero Academia, but I thought that the other anime that I was watching were gonna be better. That's why I have it at second. I didn't think it was gonna be better than the rest of the animes, but it was actually really good. I mean, it started off with like something crazy. I'm like, what? Already? And to be honest with you, this episode caught me off guard like 3 times. Like right in the beginning, like the first 5 seconds of the video of the episode, Midoriya or Deku sees the enemy, like literally bumps into the enemy. This little girl who was being, I'm assuming they're torturing her. She probably has like a really cool quirk, like something that's really useful, and they're just torturing her in order to, like, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know exactly what she might be able to do, but maybe like her quirk allows for a certain thing, and they have to test it out, and it's torture to her, but they're just trying to like test it out in order to use it for their own plan, right? Well, obviously that's exactly what's happening because she is sitting there like crying and like freaking like trembling, asking him for help, asking Deku for help, like not to leave and to save her. Meanwhile, this guy brings her back and is like, "You're the pivotal part of my plan. Like, you can't be doing this kind of stuff. Don't make me kill somebody." But like, that whole scene threw me off. Like, one, the fact that they met him already was like, "Whoa, already, dude? You guys are gonna do this that quick?" Nothing really happened though. So, obviously I'm not going to sit there and expect them to fight like the first episode. But nothing really happened. She ended up like, he showed his bloodlust, like I'm about to kill these people. And then she just went. Right? Like, alright, don't kill them. I'm coming. But they proposed a question that even right now I still don't know the answer to, right? Like, Deku was put in the position where he had to save a person or just let her go and then save her in the future. And to me, I don't know if Deku would have won against him, but in the middle of the public, like, bro, why'd you even go into that alley? Like, just take the girl and dip. I don't think I would have had the heart to let her go, is what I'm saying. Which, certain night I kind of said it, like, sometimes you just gotta take your time with things because haste is waste, blah, blah, all this extra stuff. But to me, it was like, bro, I don't care about none of that. You're talking about a 7-8-year-old girl here crying in my arms telling me to save her? I'm good, bro. You can haste is waste my ass. I'm saving this girl, period. So there's that part, but I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below. How do you guys feel about that? Would you have let her go like that, or would you actually just be like, nah, bro, you're not taking this shit. I'm keeping her. Well, not keeping her like a fucking pet, but like I'm gonna be the one to like protect her. So yeah, but the all that happened, but the craziest part is the fact that they said All Might might die in the next year. So I'm assuming that this season is a season that like all this is happening. You see Deku fighting these people, All Might die, like all this stuff I feel like is gonna be done this season. Which has me super hyped for this season. Because there's so much happening already and it's only been like 6 episodes. So All Might almost dying is another thing, and I'm just there like, wow. Like, we all know he was gonna die. I just didn't think it was, to be honest, I didn't think he was gonna die in this entire series. The fact that they're already sitting here like he might die, and then they made it more impactful by saying Deku like, yo, you said you was gonna watch me become a hero. You cannot die yet. You have to watch me become a hero. It made it even that much better. And even more better when he was like, not only do you have to watch me become a hero, but I'm gonna help you like survive until I do become a hero. So all in all, 5-second review for My Hero Academia. I thought it was gonna be the second worst. Turned out to be probably like second best, to be honest with you. It was pretty good. This episode was good. Next anime that we are going to be talking about is gonna be Food Wars. Now here's the thing. Food Wars did exactly what I wanted them to do this episode. They did it the last episode as well, but this episode they really like focused and they did a lot of explaining. Alright, Megumi lost. Let's start off with that, right? Which I kind of expected. You can't put somebody who was a low tier cook, or not a low tier cook. She was never a low tier cook. Like, she was a low tier cook in terms of like the people that were there. Like, if you took everybody from their dorm, she was probably one of the better cooks in their dorm. But if you took her, out of all the characters that we've met that are actually important to the story, she's a low tier cook, right? So that being said, you can't take a low tier cook and make them go against one of the top tier, literally one of the elite 10, and then all of a sudden she's gonna beat them. So I wasn't expecting Megumi to win. And what's up, Brian Diaz? What it do, baby? The baby. But yeah. So I was expecting Megumi to lose, to be honest with you. But she did put up a good fight, which was kind of cool. It's kind of cool to watch, right? The fact that she's actually getting better, some character development for her. But I wasn't expecting her to win. Then we get into like the Azan, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Azan and Aldini, one of the Aldinis. They were going against each other for this episode, and then Azan used an underhanded trick, which it kind of made sense because what was the other guy's name? It's like a Mamagasi or some crazy thing like that. It's like really long. It starts with an M. The guy who used Flash, like the Flash copy, and was able to copy things like on the go, like just looking at people and knowing exactly what they're doing and able to learn techniques, like he had the shotting gun or something. He trained under Aizen, so it was kind of obvious that he was gonna use some kind of underhanded trick. And basically, he was able to sit there and say, you know what, this is what your thing is gonna taste like. I know that for a fact. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this ingredient to mess with how your stuff tastes, right? That's what he did against the Aldini. But yeah, so he did that, and then it ended up backfiring because Aldini. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say his name like that all the time. The Aldini was sitting there like, you know what? I know how you're dirty-handed. You know, you're a dirty cook in terms of like how you handle these shokugeki. So I know that you're gonna try and mess with my flavors, and I know exactly how you're gonna do it. So basically, he said, "There's only 3 ways to do it. I'm gonna watch you till you do it." So he was able to like sit there and think about it because of how he went up against the Mamagashi or Mamasiti, whatever his name was, the other guy. Um, that's how he was able to sit there and like think about cooking in a different way. That's what he said. So that being said, he was able to sit there and figure out exactly what was gonna happen and then plan accordingly. Like he was like, I know you're gonna try and make my food taste super sweet, so I'm just gonna. But I don't know exactly what he did because the explanation for it was like, it like blew my mind. I was sitting there trying to follow that thing, and I'm just there like, what? But yeah, my explanation for it is you were trying to make it sweet. I added some extra salt. Like that's basically what I understood from what they were trying to say. There's a lot more science to that, but I had no idea what was going on. I just like watching this just because I think it's fun. I don't know why I like watching this, to be honest with you, because sometimes the explanations for the cooking is just, I'm just there like, bro, am I in chemistry class right now? But yeah, it was pretty good. So yeah, that's basically what happened. After that, he won. Obviously, he won against one of the Elite 10, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if that makes him Elite 10, like tier. I don't know if he's Elite 10 tier just yet. Like he might have just used like a special, you know what I mean? Like maybe he just outsmarted him, which is what he did. But I don't know if that means that he can cook better, right? But yeah, he did what he did, and he ended up winning. So happy enough for that. That leaves the Elite 10 with 3 people left. So I'm assuming that if he won, then somebody, they can't leave 5. So I'm thinking Soka might lose. Like he actually might lose because they can't be 5 against 3, right? Unless they go again, right? 5 against 3, and then they go, then they lose 2, and then it's 2 against 3. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do this, to be honest with you. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below. How do you guys think they're gonna do this? Do you think he's gonna win, or do you think he's gonna lose? And if he wins, then like, what's the next step? It's gonna be 5 against 3. They can lose all 3 and then be 2 against 3, and then it'll be like probably like I can't see Ishiki not being one of the ones who helps win the whole thing. As well as Nakiri, like I feel like them two are the pivotal ones. Like Soka's, really good and everything, but like I don't think he's on their level. Well, he kind of might be on their level, to be honest with you. We'll see after this next episode when we see his dish. If he wins, then he wins, and then we'll know if he's on their level. Yeah, but that's really all that happened this episode, to be honest with you guys. But it was a pretty good episode, but I wouldn't have put it above My Hero Academia, which I did when I was expecting more from them or from Food Wars. So I was like, yeah, I'll probably watch Food Wars after My Hero Academia. Which brings me to the next one that we're going to be talking about, which is Dr. Stone. Now, here's the thing. With Dr. Stone, I know episode 19 was really good and everything, but I want to talk about more than just episode 19 because I just binge watched 12 episodes. No, I stopped watching at 12, so I binge watched 7 episodes. So we're going to talk about not all 7, one at a time, but just an overview, and then that's really what I'm going to do for Dr. Stone. Oh, look at what I'm doing here. Alright, so here's the thing, right? For Dr. Stone, let's talk about this. One, his dad is literally the savior of the entire world. Because his dad not only realized that he was not going to be able to save the whole world, but then he set it up so they can basically ignite the flame to be look for science, try science. Think about it. The modern world right now started off with religion and storytelling and stuff like that. And the stories that were handed down was what helped us basically become smart, right? And he basically did the same thing by basically telling. If I say basically one more time, bro, I'm gonna. He told 100 stories that helped humanity. I almost said it. I paused though. That helped humanity. I almost said it again. That helped humanity speed up the process to become a modern world. And one of the things that he said was basically look at the rocks. Look at rocks. Be excited by rocks. They do cool stuff, blah, blah, blah. And he's the one who basically created Chrome. Or he didn't create him in a science lab or something. But that part of the 100 stories is what made Chrome rocks and looking for science stuff, or as he calls it, sorcery, right? His dad basically saved the entire world, including by telling a story about Senku Ishigami. And when he went there, that's why everybody knew who he was, because that story basically said he's gonna come back and he's gonna save everybody, so you guys have to help him out. And he set it up, bro. You guys have to, his dad set up the entire world to become what it is right now. And on top of that, to help Senku, help it become a modern world. He set it up almost so that, Senku is the Jesus of the modern world. And he's gonna go and save everybody from all the stuff that they're going through, you know? There was that. His dad setting up the world. And then there's the actual episode, right? So they get attacked by, I forgot his name. It's Akasa or Sukasa and his army of dim-witted people. And these dim-witted people, they're their butts kicked because Senku ends up creating katanas. Out of nowhere, they just create a katana. And they just go and they beat the crap out of these people. But there's one new guy. His name is Hyuga or something. I think it's Hyuga. And he's a specialist in spears or something. I know I'm supposed to know what exactly it is, but I don't know. I think that's a Japanese sport or something. I don't know what the hell it is, but he's just a specialist in spears. And he is also super smart. But Asagari Gen was able to trick them so that way his spear would break. Okay, so here's what happened. Senku gave him a knife, and then while he's talking to him, he just cut perfectly, literally the way it was explained. It's a perfect cut, so that when I'm using it, it would break. So he betrayed them. Now they know that he's betraying them, and this guy ended up leaving, but they come back to burn everything. They had a plan where we're gonna distract them. They're gonna think they're winning us, and then afterward, or they're gonna think that they're beating us, and then they're gonna turn around and everything's gonna be on fire and burning. That's basically what the plan was. But then they ended up using sorcery, or they just went to where the sulfur gas was, and or they didn't go, but the melon lady went to where the sulfur gas was, and they followed her, and then she ended up like being saved by Senku with the mask. But the other guys, they couldn't leave because they don't have masks, so they're stuck up in a tree. So now they have some time to rebuild and like regroup and try and basically build something that's gonna help them win. And Senku thought that it was okay to say, you know what, I'm gonna build a freaking cell phone. That's what he's saying. Communication is what's gonna be the key to winning. That's where the episode ended. Was him saying communication. We're gonna build a cell phone. Now think about this real quick. This anime could have done anything, and they were like, you know what? You know what's gonna be the cliffhanger? Communication. Communication. Somebody edited a rainbow. Communication. Like, what are you talking about? That was so anticlimactic. I was not excited for that at all. I mean, I kind of get it because communication is gonna sit there and like, he explained it too, where like if they're at war, if they know what's going on the battlefield, like if they can say, okay, they're coming right now, they can ambush them, or they can say, yo, let's go through the west side. There's nobody there. Blah blah. Like, yeah, I get it. It's important, but at the same time, it's like, it's so anticlimactic. I thought they were gonna build guns or like a nitrogen bomb or something. Like one of them, I think, said nuclear bombs. And at that, I don't know. It just wasn't really exciting to hear that they were gonna go build a cell phone. But the episode, to be honest with you, this last episode, if I'm rating it in the 7 episodes that I watched, really good, really excited. I really enjoyed those 7 episodes. Last episode was like, it was okay. It was, if I had to rate, it's probably like a 7 out of 10. So next anime that we're gonna be talking about is Ahiru No Sora. Now here's the thing, guys. Exactly what I thought happened. I don't know if you guys remember, but like 2 episodes ago, before they had this game, I said, you know what? I think I know what's gonna happen. They're gonna have a game. They're gonna get their ass beat, right? Because I think this is the moment where they had like 12 points, and I was like, yo, they're actually doing good. But then I was like, you know what? But I know what's gonna happen next. They're gonna play the game. They're gonna get their ass beat. They're gonna be getting killed. Then Shiaki's gonna come in, and they're gonna be doing really good, but they're still gonna lose. So basically, it's just saying that like with the players that they have, they're doing really good, and they can become a top tier team if they have practice and even better players. That's basically what that last episode was trying to say to us. And you know something, Chiaki was pissing me off the entire episode because I was expecting him to come in way sooner, but he came in like literally like 5 minutes left into the game, and I'm sitting here like, bro, go help your brother. He's getting his ass kicked, and you're just sitting there trying to look like this chick was ugly. I don't even remember her name. She was ugly though, and he's sitting here like, this is more important than whatever. Bro, she's ugly. No, she's not. Go help your brother. What's wrong with you? So that's the one thing. Last episode, like I was getting really annoyed at Chiaki, and then when he finally came in, he was a beast, and he was a position that I completely did not guess. This whole time I'm like, yo, he's really tall, he's really big, he's going to be a really good defender. Nope, this guy's the freaking point guard. But he's a beast at it. Passing the ball, understanding where everybody is at all times. Like, this dude did stuff that I don't even know if it's possible in real life, bro. Like, this dude elbow passed it. He passed the ball with an elbow. Like, what? How do you even do that? He's passing balls with elbows. He's whipping balls at people's faces. Like, yo, even if he wants to, he can't catch this. Like, this guy's a beast. But he just took too long to play. It just got me mad. By the time he was playing, I was like, bro, I don't even care because you just pissed me off this whole episode. You're sitting there being annoying. And then they ended up losing, but they won and lost at the same time. To be honest with you, they won/lost. Because they lost by like 125 points. But they won because it was like the moment Chiaki came into the game, they shut them out. Like, the other team wasn't getting any points. And then on top of not getting any points, they scored three shots. I don't even know. I said 3 shots, but they made 3 shots. I don't know how many points it was because I think it was like 1 3-pointer and 2 2-pointers, something like that, or maybe it was like 2 3-pointers and 1 2-pointer. I don't remember, but they made shots, and then the third shot was the one that there was like, you know what? If even the other team was like, yo, play like if when he started playing, that's when the game started. And if they make this shot, then they win. But in my mind, they already won, bro, because they made. If you were gonna say, act like when he came in, that's when the game started. They made 2 shots, and you didn't make anything yet. So they already won. They won. They beat you by 5 points, and then that third shot, they would have beat you by 8 points because I think it was a 3-pointer. They would have beat you by 8 points. They missed the shot, so they technically lost. But they missed the. They didn't miss the shot. They made the shot, but they made the shot like after the buzzer. So basically, they lost. I don't know. They definitely lost for sure because they lost by 120 points, but they won because after Chiaki came into the game, they shut down the other team. And I'm super excited about that. And he's super good at being a point guard, and I'm still confused about it. He was stealing the ball. Like, the guy didn't even know what to do. He didn't even know what to do. It was so weird. Like, where did he even become that good? Because of the fact that, like, he supposedly stopped playing basketball in, like, the 8th grade. And in the 8th grade, they got shut down, like, 8 points to 102. Like, what's going on? But whatever. I'm not gonna argue with it. It was a good episode. I thought it was good. I don't think it was better than My Hero Academia either, which is why I'm saying My Hero Academia is probably like top 2 for sure. But this one's like 3, like definitely like top 3. But the last and final thing that we're gonna be talking about, anime that we're gonna be talking about, is One Piece. One Piece and My Hero Academia are the one that I'm like, are the 2 that I'm flipping like back and forth. Like, which one was better, One Piece or My Hero Academia? Here's the thing about One Piece. One Piece did a good job. They're doing a really good job of showing off an oppressed nation, right? Literally, like, I don't even know if I can get demonetized by saying his name, so I'm not gonna say it. But literally, like, Germany type oppressed, like, dictatorship type thing. Like, these people are not only like not eating. Right, people are being treated horribly, but on top of that, they're being brainwashed. Like the children, this episode we saw them in school being brainwashed, being told that the Kotsuki 9 were horrible people and blah blah blah, like all this stuff, and just like a bad way of saying like the new ruler is a good person, and then if you leave that one town that everybody eats nicely and everybody has money, you see like all the polluted water, the destroyed villages, and this and that and this and that. It's just like they're doing a really good job of showing off this oppressed area that Luffy's about to save. Now here's the thing. There was a quote that was given, and at first I didn't understand what was going on because, like I said before, I was like, these people aren't dead. They probably just like pretended to be dead that way they can be, they can get away. And they just threw us for a complete loop. Like, complete loop. I have no idea where One Piece is going to go with this. I don't even know. Because One Piece is set in, like... Bro, they have snails for cell phones. How the freak are you going to explain to me that they time traveled? Like, whose devil fruit allows them to time travel? Because there's no way I'm going to believe you saying that they created this, like... time travel. Like, they go underwater in bubbles, my guy. You cannot sit there and tell me that they created a time machine 20 years in the past too. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And for those people who are still confused a little bit, I want to talk about his thing. They died. Yeah, they died. The Kotsuki 9 or something like that, like Momonosuke, all of them, they all died 20 years ago. And the people that are there now came from the past before they died. So before 20 years ago, how does that work? How does that work? Now here's the crazy part. Let's say it happened in the past, like 20 years ago, they were like, you know what? We have to travel in the future to save ourselves. How do you even know you need to be saved if you're doing it from before the moment you decided that you needed to be saved? How do you know you need to time travel to the future to defend yourself? Or to, like, protect everybody and save everybody if you don't know why yet? Like, what do you have to be able to tell the future to then decide to, you know what, I need to go to the future before this future happens. And if you left to the future, how did you die? That's the confuse. Like, One Piece just broke itself. Because if you went to the future before you died, how did you die? Somebody explain that to me, because, okay, here's the thing. At first, I thought One Piece, this episode was good. Until I just realized that it makes no freaking sense. And Oda is an amazing writer, okay? He hasn't let us down yet. There are a couple things in this anime that I'm like, alright, bro, like, you know what I mean? There's some, like, ass pulls that happen once in a while. Or even not ass pulls, but, no, they're ass pulls, to be honest with you. Because sometimes, like, Luffy will fight the same person 3 times. He'll lose to that same person 3 times. And then the 4th time that he fights them, it's like he uses the exact same moves and then somehow still wins. Just saying, Lucci versus Luffy. But we're not going to talk about it too much. Those friendship power boosts happen in all animes. But Oda still really hasn't let me down. Like, One Piece is still an amazing anime. But this right here, how are you going to explain this? It has to be somebody's devil fruit power, right? Like, somebody, and if that devil fruit power has to be, like, super OP, like, you have to be able to tell the future and travel to the future. And if you can travel to the future, who has that devil fruit power? Is it Momonosuke? He had his own devil fruit. Like, who is it? Who has that devil fruit power? Because I don't know how to explain it, but if you guys have an explanation to what the heck just happened, let me know in the comment section down below. Because personally, I have no idea what's going on. How do you die if you realize that you were going to die, and before you died, you went to the future to protect the people who are being oppressed? How did confusion, brain malfunctioning need to stop talking about it because I'm lost? Yeah, so that's really all I wanted to talk to you guys about. That's going to be the end of One Piece. But I did have a little bit of a little tiny topic to talk to you guys about before we end this stream. So here's the thing, guys. I'm going to give you guys something, because I know a lot of you guys don't watch anime on Crunchyroll, and that's one of the reasons that you don't watch anime. But I'm going to give you some anime that you can watch on Netflix. Now, I'm going to make this into a video, but I'm going to give you guys like maybe... Alright, so here's the thing, guys, alright? I'm going to go through Netflix real quick, and I'm going to give you guys, let's say, 3 good or very good, most likely I'm going to try to find the very good anime that you guys can watch. But I'm going to look for starter anime, okay? Because a lot of times somebody will say, hey, this is a really good anime, watch this, and they give it to you and it's 600 episodes long, and you're just there like, bro, this is the first anime I'm ever going to watch, and it's 600 episodes long. Now I'm going to sit here and spend 3 years watching this anime and never watch another one. And you don't fall in love with anime because you just watched one anime for 3 years. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys good starter anime to watch that's on Netflix, because everybody has Netflix. Not everybody has Crunchyroll, but everybody has Netflix. So let's just come over to the anime section here on Netflix, on my Netflix account. Let me see. How do I even do that again? Netflix? Hello? How do I go to the anime section, you bumbo? Alright. Let me see. TV shows, genres, anime. Okay. So as you guys can see, on the anime section. Let me see. I have a couple already that I want to tell you guys. That I know they're here. And they're really good anime too. So the first one I want to tell you guys to do, right? It's 3 seasons, and one of them is a fake season that like Netflix decided just to put on here for no apparent reason. Whatever, we're not going to talk about it. And that is 7 Deadly Sins. 7 Deadly Sins is a amazing like magical power, like shonen type anime, like really good that you guys will definitely enjoy. And it's one of those animes that's like the artwork is almost for like little kids, but at the same time, the content definitely isn't. And it just follows like Meliodas, and Meliodas is, well, we're gonna say Meliodas is the main character, but I have a feeling that it's not Meliodas that's the main character. But just for the sake of this, we're just gonna say he is. So it follows him and the seven deadly sins, and they're basically just out trying to save the world, and from the Ten Commandments, right? Well, the first season wasn't the Ten Commandments. Somebody was trying to like revive the demon clan, so they had to stop him. But when he tried to revive the demon clan, which he did, flip. I just spoiled you guys. Alright, but somebody, you know what? Now that I think about it, I can't talk too much about it. But somebody was trying to revive the demon clan. They fought. Boom, boom, boom. Good stuff happened. Really good stuff happened. Like super ill, like fighting awesomeness happened, and it was just really good. So enjoy that. And it's 2 seasons. So the second season, I'm not gonna spoil. I'm not even gonna talk about it because I already spoiled the first one. So just enjoy the second one. Okay, so that's numero uno. Numero uno. Alright, so next we're gonna say where to go. I know I seen it. Let me search it actually. Because I know the next two that I want to tell you guys. The next one is a little longer. And I think it has on Netflix, it has 3 seasons. But all in all, I think the anime is at like 120 something episodes. I know it seems like a lot, but 120 something episodes, if you watch like 3 episodes a day, which is only an hour and a half, is like a month, or yeah, like a month worth of anime. So it's not really that bad, right? And that's Hunter x Hunter. Now Hunter x Hunter is definitely an anime that you guys have to watch. Really, really good. It follows the story of Gon, a little boy whose dad was a hunter, left him when he was young, and now he's out to figure out what was it that his dad loved so much about being a hunter that would make him leave his son, right? That's the crazy part about, think about that. Gon is a 10-year-old boy, and he's sitting here saying, my dad left me, yeah, but I know he left me for a reason. What is it that would make a father leave his son? That's a 10-year-old mind saying that. So you follow that 10-year-old mind into the life of being a hunter, which he learns how to use Nen, he gains superpowers. It's another shonen. So it's a lot of fighting, amazing, really well-written fights. Like Togashi, I don't know how to explain it. Togashi's probably the best writer out of the 3, which is Oda, Kishimoto, and Togashi. Out of those 3, I think Togashi's the best writer. He's also the laziest, but I have to admit he's probably the best writer. Let me know in the comment section down below, who do you think out of those 3 is the best writer? I think I'm going to go with Togashi, just because like Hunter x Hunter gives me the same feeling as One Piece and Naruto. Except the only difference is that One Piece has 909 episodes. Naruto has like 700 in total. I think it's like 600 something. And Hunter x Hunter only has 140. Or like 120 to 140. You get the exact same excitement and like depression and feeling as all the other ones. But just in less episodes. So definitely check that one out. It's actually one of my favorite animes of all time. And now we have another one of my favorite animes of all time. Well, we're going to talk... Actually, I'm going to give you guys a runner-up, too. So here's the runner-up. And it's going to be a sports anime. And I think it was just added, too. So you guys are lucky. And that is Haikyuu. Now, Haikyuu is an anime that's really good. It follows a shorter... oh my god, I'm so short. This is not gonna... I can't play sports because I'm so short anime. But it's actually super good. This guy, it follows a boy. He's short and he plays volleyball. And his personality is the whole reason why I'm suggesting that you guys watch this anime. And I think it's only like 2 seasons. Yeah, it's 2 seasons. Each season I think it's like probably 24 episodes, 25 episodes, so it's like 50 episodes in total. And this guy, his personality is what you'll fall in love with. Trust me. okay? He is like never give up to the max, like stand up for himself to the max, like not afraid to just be like Ahiru No Sora type guy. Like that guy, he doesn't care. He's gonna tell you exactly what he feels, but he says it in like a kind way. You know what I mean? Like no matter what you say, he doesn't get mad. He just shows you with his actions of how he plays basketball. Right? He just wants to play basketball. This guy's not like that. He's like, oh, you think you're better than me? Like, you know what I mean? Like he's like, oh, he's not aggressive with it. Like he wants to fight everybody, but he's like almost like a little bit more like, I don't know how to explain it. He's just like, boom, I'm here, and yeah, I'm short, and I'm still gonna beat you. Now what? Like he's confident with himself. He's confident with his ability, but outwardly confident, not just like laid back. Like, all right, bro, just I'll see you when I see you. Let's go right now. I'll just show you. You know what I mean? He's okay with just like boom, telling you how good he is. That the main character is the reason why you're gonna love the anime, because the anime is good and well written, but the main character is just like, he's just really relatable. Like I promise you, you're not gonna be disappointed. So that's the runner up, and now here is the final one that I'm gonna give you guys, and it's one of my favorite animes of all time. Literally, you guys will know this because I've talked about it a couple times, and that is, my friends, we're gonna talk about Magi. Magi. I just said it again because I think you guys might have heard a noise and it might have just like, oh, not let you hear. But yeah, Magi. Magi is one of my favorite animes of all time. Both seasons that have been animated are on Netflix, and they're beautiful. And Netflix also has a secret third season. It has nothing to do with it has to do with Magi, but it's just a character in Magi. It's like a side story, which is Sinbad. It's Sinbad stories, which is still even better than it's not even better, but it's still really, really good. It's just as good as the other two seasons, and trust me, Magi's something that I don't even want to spoil for you guys. Magi's so good that when I watch the anime, it's one of those animes that I was like, yo, I have to read the manga because I can't wait. And the best part about Magi is that I think the manga ended, because I'm not completely caught up with the manga yet, but I think the manga ended because the writer was like, you know what, I could take this, because Magi was super famous. The writer was like, you know what, I could take this and I can continue and like milk it and milk it and milk it like most manga artists do, which is okay. But no, she was like, I know exactly how I want it to end, so I'm gonna do just that. I'm just gonna write what it's supposed to be and end it. She didn't milk it. She didn't like try her hardest to make money off of this stuff. She just made her book. She just made her manga, finished it, and made it beautiful and ended it nicely. Like, and that was it. That's all it was. And that's why I really, not only that, right, but it just shows like her dedication to her writing. She's not gonna add stuff in there just to be able to like make it a little longer in the future. It's gonna be exactly what she thought of, and that's it. And yes, I keep saying she, but the artist is a female, and she does a beautiful job with this entire manga and with the anime. Well, the anime, because the anime is based off of the manga, but they just do a really good job of taking the manga and like portraying it well. They're not sitting here like messing up the episodes and like skipping stuff that they think isn't important and blah blah. No, they did really well. Sorry, I've been watching scary videos on YouTube and I thought I was being haunted for a second. I thought I was seeing something on the camera. But yeah, I gotta go check what's going on because I'm pretty scared and I think I'm seeing something creepy. But here's the thing, guys. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy. Sorry, still a little creeped out. Alright, but hopefully you guys take my advice. Go watch those anime. Enjoy them, please. Trust me, you will enjoy them. And just let me know in the comment section down below if you're actually gonna do it. And if you do, come back to this video and let me know what you thought about the anime that I suggested. Hopefully you enjoyed them all. I know I did when I was watching them, and I actually rewatched Hunter x Hunter like 6 times, because out of all the ones that I told you guys, that's definitely the one that I hope you guys watch the most. Then Magi, then Seven Deadly Sins, and then Haikyuu. Actually, Haikyuu, then Seven Deadly Sins. But alright, guys, that's gonna be enough out of me because it's getting pretty late and I still got work in the morning and I still have to edit a video for tomorrow. So, guys, thank you again for all of you guys who stopped by and left a like and hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys again next time. Bye bye. And next time it'll actually be on a Sunday, I promise.